Boats need to be really functional, and pleasure boats need to be fascinating. How much does style count for in a boat? Well, pretty high, because the very act of buying a boat is such an emotive one, and why the stylist becomes as important as the designer. Here, designer Brunello and Compara's Victory Design, in close collaboration with the Ferretti Group's advanced yacht technology and design, I proudly present the Dolphin Cruiser by Mochi Craft. Like all the boats in this series, almost everyone likes this boat. There are some details that make all the difference. I like the natural teak finish and the milled steel, etched with the boatyard's logo. The windows in the living area are designed to have nice lines from the outside and to offer panoramic views from the inside. As well as the usual sun deck at the bow, there's also another relax zone. The fly bridge stretches towards the stern, which is original in design. The living area is towards the bow too. The driver's area is in the middle under the mast, where you can easily control the whole boat. The cockpit comes complete with a sofa that converts into a chaise lounge and sunning area. The tender's garage door doubles as a plunge board, which can lower or rise depending on taste. The windows at the stern on the Dolphin 64 Cruiser, like lots of other Ferretti Group yachts, almost completely open up. Inside, it's all modern. Some furniture could even come from your home, but you still get the marine feel of it all. Far from the home idea though, this boat comes ready furnished, and as it needs to sail around the world, it needs to appeal to everyone. The living area has three parts: a living, an eating, and a study type area. The kitchen is separate, and there are three ways in it to form the living room: the outside and the crew area. The television can be seen from either the cupboard or from a raised up position. The bookshelves look like they've come straight from home. This glass top leather legged kitchen table seats 6. Next to the command post there's a corner for the computer and chart table. The sea continues to be the major theme below deck, especially in the owner's wing. Thanks to the large windows, it's one of the most beautiful and original rooms you can find on a boat of this size. The bathroom is divided into 3 areas. Services and shower are separate by a satin glass door. There's a large sink in the middle with a mirrored separator. There are 2 guest cabins. VIP room at the bow has a double bed, and another room along the side has twin beds. There's another version that exists with 4 cabins. This is the best place to drive from in the summer. They've used the same hull as in previous versions. No changes, most probably because it was all right like it was. This enormous windscreen, look how high it is. It gives you a pleasant feeling of total control. It's a very important safety feature. On this model, they've installed 2 8-cylinder diesel engines by MTU, a German builder that has Swiss precision in their declaration of power. 1,268 horsepower. And they guarantee that this power will bring the boat up to 31 knots. True? Let's check it out. Top speed, and we can go 31.5 knots, faster than they declared. And max cruising speed? Let's say 15% under, so that's about 2,100 revs per minute.
Ecco il dato.
and 26 knots.
C'è un altro dato che
There's another piece of data that you have to see, and that's the autonomy. Obviously, it depends on the charge and sea conditions. If, for example, you need to go a long distance, say you want to go at a comfortable pace, under the acoustic point, for example, like 22 knots,
A questa andatura si percorrono con il pieno di carburante.
you could do about 260 miles on a full tank.
Io ho fornito un sacco di dati. Adesso però ho voglia di...
I've thrown loads of data at you. It's time to have some fun with this 20-metre long toy now.
Questo scafo trasmette una sensazione...
This boat oozes high comfortability, even on choppy waters. It was designed with this in mind, in fact.
È un'imbarcazione un po' meno...
In fact, it's a little slower than other planing boats with the same power and dimensions, but it will probably arrive faster than others because it manages to maintain a higher average speed than other boats.
Tutto questo avviene perché il Dolphin 64 Cruise...
And that's because the Dolphin 64 Cruiser didn't just inherit its style from the lobster boat, but the professional boat's capacity to hold the waves.
Rientriamo nel Golfo di La Spezia.
Coming back into the Gulf of La Spezia and slowing down, I want to show you another great characteristic of this boat.
Riduciamo l'andatura.
Slowing down to 10 knots.
Il consumo di carburante si riduce a 30 litri.
Fuel consumption reduces to a total of 30 litres. With a full tank, 3,600 litres of petrol will get you 120 hours of sailing. 10 knots an hour means 1,100 miles. So the Dolphin 64 Cruiser is a boat that can take you far away, far, far away.